Nicolas Cage's The Surfer is a horrifying psychological thriller, but it was originally more than just psychological. The movie explores the story of Cage's unnamed surfer, as he visits an Australian beach, only to be turned away by an increasingly unwelcoming locals. While The Surfer's ending has baffled viewers, its reputation among critics is unimpeachable. The movie earned an 86% tomato meter score on Rotten Tomatoes, though it has stumbled among audiences, earning a 46% popcorn meter score at the time of writing. While it has become a critical success, director Lorcan Finnegan originally planned a very different movie. In an interview with Screen Rant's Grant Hermans, Finnegan explained that an early draft included supernatural elements. Rather than simply focusing on a mysterious cult, Finnegan and screenwriter Thomas Martin realized that the practical storyline was just as effective. The supernatural element was even complicating the themes, though he acknowledged that there's still a little bit of the supernatural in the story. Check out his quote below: "What the practical story means for the surfer. The story already feels supernatural. In many ways, The Surfer already maintains a semi-supernatural element, as Finnegan alluded to, as the entire movie's premise focuses on an entire town needlessly gaslighting a surfer. They confiscate everything he owns, maintain a strict sense of control over their beach, and behave in otherwise utterly bizarre ways. Everything that they do is apparently tied to a cult-like sense of superiority, despite lacking any evident central supernatural or religious connection. Even without the waves having any connection to magic, this world still has that inherent quality that does not necessarily need exploring. By maintaining a slight sense of realism without relying on magic, Finnegan ensured that the movie did not need to explain those magical elements, nor did it need to focus on resolving its supernatural influence. It could focus solely on the surfer and his connection to his son and the town, instead of being distracted by anything else. The psychological element also helped to set the movie apart, where it could otherwise be confused with other supernatural horror movies, including 2024's Speak No Evil. Our take on the surfer's supernatural element. It was not entirely necessary. A haggard Nicolas Cage staring down an Australian surfer in The Surfer. The movie certainly works well without including any hint of a supernatural presence or storyline. In their review of The Surfer, Screen Rant's May Abdulbaki explained that one of the best things about the film is how it warps everything, with its surprising psychological element. Including a supernatural influence could certainly enhance its warped nature, but it would not be a prominent enough feature to make it worthwhile. The exposition alone would grow tiring when the movie could otherwise function without it. Cage's recent movie was effective enough with a more practical story, so the crew certainly made the right decision.